Hey, it's Jose. Happy Valentine's Day to the people that celebrate it. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new, my mom converted to Jehovah's Witnesses when I was 5. I grew up in the Jehovah's Witness religion and I left when I was about 19. I became an agnostic. I never did get baptized. At 12, my brother was 16. He was getting baptized. I was going through for baptism and decided not to go for baptism because I realized that realized the repercussions of disfellowshipping. Today I want to talk about friendships. I want to talk about the difficulties of making friendships, period. Growing up as a Jehovah's Witness, I found it hard making friends with the other Jehovah's Witness kids. I don't know if it was because we were converted in and from a Roman Catholic. I do know that I am high energy. I probably would have got labeled ADHD today if I was a kid now. And I required a lot of attention. And the kids didn't always provide it for me. I ended up turning to the parents to talk to them. So, like my friends' parents. So it was difficult to make friends. And I just want to find out, am I the only one as an ex-Jehovah's Witness to still find it difficult to make friends in the world today? I find it difficult. I don't know if it's because I don't trust people. Does that come from my time as a Jehovah's Witness? Because I think I was about 11 or 12 when my mom got disfellowshipped, and then she was disfellowshipped 3 times, altogether. But in the next 2 or 3, about a 3.5 year period, she was disfellowshipped 3 times. It was probably longer than that, but it seemed like that to me. It seemed like every year she was getting disfellowshipped, and so then you were considered bad association, so nobody hung out with you, and then you were isolated at home because you don't hang out with people from the world. You can't hang out with people from the religion. So I learned isolation. I learned how to stay alone. And then once I got out into the world, I remember when I was about 19, I went with my husband to go for dinner at some friends' houses. 2 brothers, they invited us over. And I'm having dinner with them, and when I was done dinner, I went and helped to do the dishes, because clean up the table and show your appreciation for the meal that someone took the time to make for you. And so these 2 brothers had girlfriends, and one left right away to go smoke with all the boys as soon as dinner was over, and I was kind of friends with that one, but I stayed back and did the dishes and all that stuff. And so the sister, or the girlfriend of the brother, the other girlfriend, so there's 2 girlfriends because there's 2 brothers, starts to complain about the one that went to go smoking. And so I was like, okay, no biggie, she wants her to come and help and be the same as us. So some time goes by, and I'm at the other girl's house, and she asks me, makes a comment that the other brother's sister doesn't like her. I said, well, yeah, she just wants you to help out more. So I didn't mind my own business. And I learned from that time, because after that, neither one of them would talk to me. And that was a lesson for me. I learned you don't mess in other people's business. I mind my own business, right? So over the years, I have always, had a friend or 2 at a time. I never had a big bunch of friends. You see people out there that are, have lots and lots of friends. That's not me. And so I actually just lost a friend in the last year. And I'm pretty bummed out about it. We were friends for over 5 years. I knew her from my childhood, but when I came back to this town, we ran into each other at the grocery store, and she still looked the same, I still looked the same, so it was easy to be like, hey, blah, 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 nice running into you. And we became friends, fast friends, and we were hanging out every day for 5 years. And she was a gossiper. And being the kind of person that I don't have a lot of friends, and I want to let people be who they are. So she was gossiping, that's fine. she'd call me up and say, hey, do you know so-and-so? And I'd be like, no. And she'd still proceed to tell me all about what that person had done or whatever. And me being the kind of person that I am, I just let her be how she is. And I just like let it go in one ear and out the other. Wouldn't participate in it. You know, I have plenty of my own drama to talk about. I don't need to talk about other people's drama. So some time goes by, and then all of a sudden she texts me one day and says, you know, accuses me of telling somebody something that she told me. At first I thought, I'm like, are you sending this to the right person? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, well, I said, like, who did I say to what? You know, like asking for clarification, because at this point, like, I will go and fix the problem. I'll go and I did have a car accident 3 years ago. I have, like, my memory's not what it was. My short-term memory's been affected. So if I did say something to somebody, like, I'm going to go and clear it up. And she wouldn't tell me what she said. You know, originally she had told me about somebody whose business had failed. They had started a business, and within 2 years the business had failed and they owed money. Okay, if I said that to somebody, like, I don't recall saying that to somebody because that's not my style to go and talk about other people, but okay, I will go and fix this, you know. But she didn't want to tell me what I said because I didn't think that, I mean, 80% of businesses that are startups fail and end up owing money. Like, what's the big deal? But she said that I went and told somebody who went and told somebody who went and told somebody. And I'm thinking, what is this, freaking high school? So anyhow, I just let it go. And I said to her, I'm not a shit disturber. Pardon my language. And she said, you're not happy unless there's drama. And I was like, wow. Okay. I said, okay. That's actually what I wrote was, wow. I said, good luck. I won't bother you again. And I haven't. And it's been almost a year now. I'm like keeping to myself. And because I didn't want to start drama, I didn't go running to the person who said something to, like, that she said that I told it to, right? I thought to myself, okay, the next time I see that person in my own personal dealings, I'll ask her. It was about 4 months later that I, you know, had some dealings with the person that she said that I spoke to. So I asked her, I said, hey, you know, did I say something to you? I don't recall doing it. Like, if I, you know, but if I did, you know, did I tell you something about this person? And she was like, no. So it eased my mind because I knew that I hadn't said anything. It's not my character to do that. But I was really bummed because I don't have a lot of friends, and I value my friendships, and that happened was kind of like a bummer. But looking back now, I see the silver lining. When I was hanging out with her every day, I didn't get a chance to really move forward in my own journey and the things that I'm supposed to be doing, like maybe making these videos. If I was hanging out with her every day, I wouldn't be making these videos, but here I am. And I've been getting told, like, I've been feeling like I've been having a message for some time to do something, like, from God, you know, like the energy of the universe. That's what I call God. And I feel like I'm supposed to be sharing the knowledge that I learn, but I wasn't doing it. I was kind of like Jonah. So I feel actually I ended up having this car accident that took away my gift. I had an eidetic memory before, if you know what that is. An eidetic memory means that I could remember information, like, for a long time, and the pictures, and really, and that's what it was like. And then I had that car accident because I don't think I was paying attention to the messages that were being sent to me. I could be wrong. But I'm doing it now. I'm trying to do what I'm being told to do, and I feel that it's because of the loss of that friendship. It gave me the time. Sometimes if you have no friends, it can really give you a chance to get to know who you are. So that's what I'm working on. I'm on my journey to I am, right? That's what I'm working on. So I'd be interested in knowing, you know, is this a common thing with Jehovah's Witnesses? Like, I mean, we were told to avoid gossip and that it was a bad thing to do. Like, you just didn't want to do that, even though the halls were always filled with gossip, and the wrong kind of gossip. Really should have been talking about who the child molester was, or who, the wife beater was. But you didn't know any of that. You just knew what people were doing that was wrong against the religion. So anyhow, yes. Does anybody else deal with this? Does anybody else have like a low number of friends or no friends? I still have like one friend that I talk to on the phone every day. They live quite a ways away. I'm friendly with a lot of people, and there's probably a lot of people out there that would say that they were my friends, but I just don't feel like maybe I'm as good of a friend to them as they are to me. I don't really know how to be a friend. So I don't know how to build deep relationships. I keep it real shallow because that's what we were taught to do. So, you find out about their everyday life and what they're doing today, and then I'm kind of stumped as to what to say next and how to build relationships deeper. I don't know how to act. I don't know how to what to say. So I guess really I'm really kind of wanting to know, like, am I alone in this? And if I am, that's okay. I don't mind being alone. I am who I am. But if I'm not alone, it'd be kind of nice to know it. So, hey, if anybody out there is having difficulty with relationships, friendship relationships, building relationships, I'd love to hear from you. And, maybe we could chit chat. So, I want to thank you for joining me on my journey to I Am today. As always, I hope you learned something new. I mean, I didn't really give any information today, but as always, I love you because I love me. Have an awesome day.